Wickedness can't stop. Wickedness can't stop. And kill a girl, you. Oh God, you. Oh God, you. Yo, wickedness can't bomba clot up.
Car wash owner shot dead by masked thugs in St. Andrew. A quiet Saturday night along Central Avenue erupted into a scene of cold-blooded execution as 59-year-old car wash operator Samuel Foster was ruthlessly cut down by a crew of masked gunmen who first seized his own licensed firearm and used it to end his life. The search is now on for the hit squad. 3 men in a gray Toyota Axio who hunted Foster at his own place of business. It was approximately 8:15 p.m. when the nightmare arrived. Foster, affectionately known as Alex to those who loved him, was in the company of others at his car wash. The evening air was shattered by the approach of the gray sedan. 3 occupants, their faces hidden behind cold ski masks, had murder on their minds. 2 of the assassins stepped out of the vehicle. What happened next reads like a scene from a gritty crime drama, except it was all too real. The gunmen didn't open fire immediately. Instead, they engaged the 59-year-old in a short, deceptively calm conversation. And then, in a swift and brutal betrayal, they seized Foster's own licensed firearm from him. Without hesitation, they turned the weapon on its owner and opened fire. Bullets tore into Foster's upper body. Bleeding and fighting for his life, the wounded man ran a desperate, futile dash for survival, before collapsing face first into a pool of his own blood. The killers, their mission complete, slipped back into the waiting gray Toyota Axio and vanished into the night. By the time police arrived, the scene was already a mortuary tableau. Foster lay motionless. A closer examination revealed the devastating truth: gunshot wounds to the upper body. His licensed weapon, now a murder weapon, was missing, seized by the very hands that ended him. The scene was processed, the body removed for post-mortem examination. But questions remain. No motive has been established. Was it a targeted hit? A robbery gone fatally wrong? Or something far more sinister? The St. Andrew North Police are now scrambling for answers, chasing shadows, and pleading for witnesses to come forward. But for now, the killers remain at large. 3 masked men in a gray car, fading into the Jamaican night, leaving behind a grieving family, a stunned community, and a pool of blood on the pavement of Central Avenue. Anyone with information is urged to contact the St. Andrew North Police immediately. Police seize a submachine gun in Rose Heights, St. James. A targeted operation by the police in the Rose Heights community on Sunday, May 17th, resulted in the seizure of a high-powered firearm and several rounds of ammunition, along with the arrest of 4 individuals. According to reports from the Specialized Operations Branch, law enforcement personnel executed a search warrant at a residential premises in the community at approximately 12:53 p.m. During a meticulous search of a bedroom on the property, officers discovered an Intratec 9mm Luger submachine gun along with 11 rounds of ammunition. The items were reportedly found concealed beneath a bed. As a result of the discovery, all 4 occupants who were present in the house at the time of the search were taken into custody. The identities of the suspects are being withheld pending further investigations by the police. Authorities have not indicated whether the 4 individuals are facing immediate charges, but the investigation remains active as officers work to determine the intended use and origin of the seized weapon. JCF orders immediate interdiction of policeman in fatal shooting of woman in Granville. The High Command of the Jamaica Constabulary Force has ordered the immediate interdiction of the policeman involved in Sunday afternoon's fatal shooting of a woman in Granville, St. James, as investigators probe the circumstances surrounding the incident. The woman, identified only as Buju, was shot and killed during a protest in the community. The demonstration was held to highlight a separate incident that occurred 1 week earlier, in which a 17-year-old boy was killed during another police-involved shooting. According to initial reports, the woman became involved in an altercation with law enforcement officers who were present in the community monitoring the protest. During that confrontation, she was shot and later succumbed to her injuries. In a media release issued Sunday evening, the JCF High Command expressed deep concern over the incident. The High Command said that after reviewing preliminary information, including closed-circuit television footage, the decision was made to immediately interdict the police officer involved. The High Command reiterated that the JCF remains resolute in its commitment to accountability and professionalism, even as the investigation into Sunday's fatal shooting continues. No further details about the deceased woman have been released, pending family notification. The name of the interdicted policeman has also not been disclosed. Meanwhile, opposition spokesperson on national security, Fitz Jackson, says that while he acknowledges the swift action of the police high command to interdict the officer involved in Sunday's fatal shooting, immediate suspensions are no longer enough. Mr. Jackson expressed outrage and sadness at the woman's death. He stresses that it would take much more than an interdiction to fix the deep breakdown of trust between citizens and lawmen.
The Granville community is dealing with an absolute tragedy, compounded by 2 fatal police shootings in just 1 week. While interdicting the officer is a necessary first step, we need a transparent, fast, and completely independent investigation by Indicom. The residents of Granville and the wider Jamaica deserve the truth. We cannot keep losing citizens during interactions with the law enforcement officers who are paid to protect them and all of us Jamaicans.
The spokesman also called on Granville residents to remain calm and to allow justice to be lawfully pursued.
Even in the face of this intense grief and understandable anger, I am appealing to the residents of Granville to remain calm, as difficult as that might be, and allow the independent investigators to carry out their work. Justice must be pursued through the proper legal channels so that the integrity of the process is protected and the trust in the police force can be restored.
Wickedness can't stop. Wickedness can't stop. And kill a girl, youth. Oh God, youth. Oh God, youth. Yo, wickedness can't bomba clot up. Yo, look there, youth. Yo. Oh God, youth. Yo. Bomba clot. Yo, Jano youth. They kill the bomba clot, girl.
Oh God, it's not a move from the God. Oh God, brother. Oh God. You can't have this life. Oh God, you're doing it with the blood. Oh God. Oh God, send God with the brother.
One in the interest, you know?
Oh God. Yo.
Murder! Murder! Bomba clot.
Two dead, one injured in alleged police confrontation in Trelawny. 3 men were shot, 2 fatally, during an alleged confrontation with police officers in Hague, Trelawny on Saturday evening. According to law enforcement, the incident occurred at approximately 8 p.m. However, detailed circumstances surrounding the shooting have not yet been released by police. The men involved have not been positively identified at this time. Police reports indicate that the wounded men were transported to a hospital, where 2 were later pronounced dead. The 3rd man remains admitted, receiving treatment for his injuries. As is standard protocol for incidents involving police shootings, the matter has been formally reported to the Independent Commission of Investigations INDICOM, which will conduct a probe into the incident. Further updates are expected as the investigation progresses and identifications are confirmed.
Dancehall star Popcaan is featured on Drake's new album Maid of Honor. Poppy appears on track 6 titled Amazing Shape, marking the pair's 5th collaboration. Popcaan and Drake have collaborated on at least 5 songs and projects together, including Controlla, original Popcaan-assisted version, Twist and Turn, All I Need, Week Undone, and Amazing Shape from Drake's 2026 album Maid of Honor. The two have also maintained a long-standing musical relationship through Drake's OVO Sound Camp over the years. The project is part of Drake's surprise triple album release on May 15, 2026. The massive release features his highly anticipated LP Iceman, alongside 2 surprise companion projects, Habibti and Maid of Honor. The rapper has been dominating conversations across social media and in the United States after taking lyrical shots at Jay-Z, DJ Khaled, Kendrick Lamar, and Rick Ross on the project.